Wow, that was a huge fucking plot dump.
Yeah, but I hope. I promised there would be some mystery elements.
I solved the mystery.
Back to you three guys. We're gonna go ahead and cut back to you guys like hours from now. You all rendezvous at a certain safe house. What safe house was that again? Was it Rosen's house or was it somebody else's?
Well, no, those two went somewhere. Me and my girlfriend, we went home.
Right, you and the girlfriend went home, and so Rosen and Kurabara.
We went to Kurabara's house.
You went to Kurabara's house, and Kurabara is the one who has the weird device, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
And I made certain that when we plugged it in case if there was internet tracking software already pre-installed, I unplugged his internet for a minute.
Right, you unplugged the internet and made sure you weren't on any of the wireless devices. Probably wrapped Kurabara's head in aluminum foil. And
yep,
it's shiny.
Yep. And you fired up the device, and it appears to be some sort of virtual reality helmet, but not connected to the internet. It didn't really do anything, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, it looks to be some sort of prototype helmet. It looks like it's not password protected, so you guys can actually use it. But without actually connecting to the internet, it didn't seem to do anything.
I mean, if we wanted to. Well, it's really important whether or not we want to do this. It's possible they could track us down once we plug this in.
Right, so that's the next question.
So we should obviously do it at your place instead.
No. Let's just find another neutral location they couldn't track us to.
Well, that's a good question. Where would you go?
Yes, where on the internet could you not be tracked?
Internet cafe. That's a good place to go, because if they catch you...
Oh, yeah, the best place to show off illegal goods in the middle of a public cafe.
You joke, that's actually a major plot point in Ready Player One.
Yep.
Well, look, I do have a slightly better idea along the same lines. I know some dudes, we could get a back room, use their Wi-Fi.
You guys do have questioning, which is the ability to ask for favors and find people, and you both have Streetwise, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So you would be able to find somebody who has, I'm going to quote the hip lingo, an onion dark web server in a remote location. That would be possible. So, but you'd have to make some rolls, because,
I imagine mind and questioning.
Mind, questioning, and an extra D12 from your Streetwise. Do any of you have anything else that would add to this, like special local criminal knowledge or anything?
Seems not.
Yeah, I think you guys got a gift of knowledge of the convention center, which I don't think is going to help you that much.
I don't remember that. Maybe I missed that.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Does that mean if we case joints like ahead of time, even by doing other like steal jobs? Does that mean we just have the natural ability to hit them easier the second time?
Right. Until they renovate.
Oh, that's magical.
But that's absolutely true. No, I could tell stories. So go ahead. You guys can go ahead and either independently roll mind, questioning, and Streetwise, or one of you could assist the other one.
Now the real question is, quote, do you have any questioning?
Let me just make sure. I have no question.
Same here. So it's basically mind and Streetwise for us. One of us needs to help the other here.
What was it again? Mind, Streetwise?
Mind and questioning, and because Streetwise is a talent, it adds a bonus D12 to anything related to criminal activity.
What's your mind?
D6.
So
we're literally rolling the same two die.
So, I'll say I am assisting your role, and we'll see how that goes.
All right. So since Griffin is the assistant, he needs a 4 or better, and he gives a bonus D8 to Rosen.
Okay.
So you get a bonus D8. So it's mind, questioning, Streetwise D12, and a bonus D8 because he's assisting you.
Okay.
So the two of you work together and start asking questions, and you get on the internet and start looking through the coded text webs. I don't know what passes for Reddit in Japan in the future, but...
Honestly, any forum board probably. So it goes, hey, I found a whole bunch of leads, followed up by, man, I can't talk to people.
I can't talk to anybody. Hey, so there's Rosen getting on the board saying, hey guys, I need to do some crimes. Do you guys know where I can go to do some crimes? Because I am so hyped up for crime.
Oh man!
Attached
I
picture,
really hate
favorite
roles
new
like
street
this.
mask.
I'm making a mental note not to trust you with this again.
Oh, I hate roles so much like this because it literally, legitimately, it's like, oh, you fucking just became stupid for an hour.
Meanwhile, we're gonna go flashback to, I guess, Ren. You're gonna be on your porch overlooking the, because you guys are higher up in the hill, so you can see the descending trees, houses, and it's a nice, beautiful view in Japan. And I guess you'll be staring off in the middle distance, also in a single frame, so it's easy to animate. Yep. And I was gonna say one of the worst things, because it's supposed to be where May comes up behind you and says, "You know, it's a brave thing you did today. I want you to know I don't think of you as any less of a man because you can't walk." I'm sorry I said that.
That's a disturbing thing to say.
No, they would be like, but it's better written than what I'm talking about. I'm not laughing at this.
I'm going to associate that as some sort of translation problem between the Japanese version of the episode and the American version of the episode. Because what she said in Japanese, what she said in Japanese made a lot more sense. Was a touching thing. Like I reach up, touch her hand on my shoulder. It's like, oh, honey, that was so sweet. But it doesn't make sense in the American dub.
Yeah, whatever. We have terrible. Never do dubs. We all know that.
Yeah, I ran into that similar problem. So
yeah, no, never do dubs. And while this is going on, Ren, your phone beeps because you're being messaged.
You might remember the whole thing is I don't have my phone. Remember?
I
literally threw it away.
Oh yeah, I think we have that at the police station.
But you're at home now, so your computer is beeping then.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just wheel myself back into the house.
Yeah, it's Rosen instant messaging everyone he knows saying, "Hey, I want to do some crimes." Do you know
that's bullshit.
What?
Oh god, that is so much. I don't think I'd be that stupid, especially since I'm constantly backtracking and doing stuff to make sure I'm not caught. And then, oops, one bad roll.
You rolled.
There goes everything.
You know, I'm not saying I have, like, illegal equipment or anything, but if someone would want to use the legal equipment without being found, what would they...
It's been repeated out loud multiple times. Maybe Rosen doesn't understand what he's doing is wrong.
I'll dial it down a little bit. It's not that he says do some crimes, but he did just instant message you saying, "Hey, I need some advice," or
just say, remember, he has that mental problem where he doesn't understand right from wrong, so maybe he doesn't understand that this is a wrong thing to do.
And also, it's not like he's doing this publicly. You are in his extended friends network because you both play the same game.
Oh yeah, one of those things where I joined his party, so he had the option to add me as a friend, even if I didn't want it.
Yeah, it's the future, which I'm assuming they still do that.
Well, I mean, they have that in past games.
Yeah.
Wait, does my character get that all of a sudden?
No, because he rolled no successes, he didn't botch, so he didn't send it to the... he sent it to his partner in crime, because I want to emphasize the three of you were collaborating together to steal stuff. So
no, I wasn't. I was not. I never collaborated to steal anything. I was never with them when they did that either.
It is a message. It is a message from Rosen asking, what's up, what's going on.
Right. I just want to clarify there again. Not a collaborator. I'm a hero, not a thief or a criminal.
So, let me emphasize it. It's a message from Rosen asking, It's a message from Rosen asking, "Are you there? I have some questions." It doesn't say that.
Yeah, I'll type back. Sure. What's up?
He said, "Oh yeah, it."
Can I say what my character says instead of somebody else completely?
What would your character say?
Well, if I wasn't going to be doing this of the best way, I'd be like, first off, I'd keep lying, never tell the truth. That's always the best thing to do. So I'd be like, hey, I want to download some torrents, where I can get a good VPN or maybe find some deep web browsers so I can do it without getting caught.
And I'll type back, I'm not a computer expert. Maybe Google that.
The next message after that is that was really cool what you did today at the expo. I have something really cool I want to show you.
Who was saying that?
Rosen, you are off with Kurabara, so it's a good
Like, is that?
I think we showed them the thing already, though. At the very least,
it's from Rosen's instant messaging account, but Ren, you have no idea who this is. You assume it's Rosen. I don't see why you would assume it's anyone else.
Oh, you're saying from my side, I assume that Rosen's saying it, but Rosen didn't actually type the message. I don't know
that's meta knowledge now.
I'm saying, from my side, I think Rosen's saying it, but meta, you're telling, quote, that he didn't type that.
Yes. Because I'm letting Rosen in on this. Well, Rosen, because you're going to find out about this later.
Wait, am I not, like, looking at that direct message? Like,
Rosen, this isn't you.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I asked what you would send, because it's someone pretending to be you.
Alright, what does it say again?
It says, that was really cool what you did today at the expo. We need to get together. I have something to show you.
Wait, hold on a second. Did he send, like, 20 animated GIFs on top of that?
Obviously.
I'm just joking. I don't fucking know how to write this.
I'm assuming Rosen sends all those, I forget what they call the emoticons that are composed of kanji characters.
Nobody sends those emojis. Only children and like teenage girls understand how to.
Yeah, what are the ones that are all made of? Well, actually, I'm not even sure if the Japanese send all those were kanji characters.
Oh,
There's I don't think people shrugging.
Oh yeah, they do. Like, they do. They really do a lot.
Yeah, so it would be it would be that. It would be the old school emoticons.
Yeah, you know what? I use the old school
stickers.
emoticons. I just use like message like emoticons, not like the.
You don't use the stickers at all?
Ran, why don't you make a roll of mine and questioning?
So, just mine then.
Just mine, because you're not...
Nobody has questioning.
Yep. No, the police inspector has questioning.
Man,
crit fail!
Yeah,
this is totally Rosen. It's okay to let your guard down, even for a second.
Alright.
We desperately need some questioning in this group.
Well, actually, with the one that says, I have something to show you. I have something important to show you. Can't do it. Too hot for IM.
Okay. He's gonna like tab out for a second, check his schedule, and say, "Are you gonna be anywhere near the Boxy Japan boxing gym? Tomorrow."
Tomorrow. You sure we can't meet tonight? It's really important right now. Don't worry, I can come to you.
How about the Kyoto down the road? I don't know any. I don't want him meeting at my house. So
right. How about this dive that's down the road? And it's like,
I'm not going to a dive. I'm going to a restaurant. How about you meet me at this restaurant?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I forget what
or I don't know, pizza.
Oh, I forget what they call those places that like always have the noodles.
Yeah. What's a good ramen place?
Ramen houses.
Yeah, and the noodle house.
There's a lot of them. Like, you want to go for the vending machine one? Where
No, we're talking good. Maybe like.
Yeah, so you say the noodle house down the street. Okay.
Yeah,
he says okay. He says okay. I can be there in 30.
Oh shit, 30. I assume it's one of those has left the message before I can say, oh no, not 30. Ah, damn it.
May says, who was that? Wait, was that Rosen from the game?
It looks like. Hey, you want to go out and get some dinner?
Oh,
I'm
no.
starving. I'm an anime character, which either means I don't care about food or I'm constantly hungry.
Yeah, I say, hey, you want to go out to some dinner? Or somebody's just like, yeah.
Since you saved a billionaire from murder, I'll buy.
So, sounds good.
Okay. So you'll go to this place, and they have one. It has tables so they can remove the chairs, so you can have somewhere to sit because they can wheel you in.
Yep.
And yeah, you'll wait there for. You'll get there, and almost exactly 30 minutes later. Have you ever met Rosen in person?
Nope. Oh wait, yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah,
We met once.
at the convention, and then everyone hung out a little bit afterwards to gawk at
They
them.
admitted to their crimes, and we decided, yeah, we're getting out of here. This is not
We
the kind
didn't
of scene.
admit to a crime. We're just like, this is cool.
No, you guys have never admitted to the crime.
I've constantly backtracked. Why do people keep telling me I've admitted to crimes?
Because
I
you
said
did.
that.
I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. You didn't, because we were specifically had a conversation where we're like, we don't want to associate with you, and we left.
Hold
That's
on.
why we went home.
No,
Guys,
that
guys.
was when I mentioned, hey, by the way, I saw something weird, a body of someone who apparently died without anyone touching him.
Well, you know what?
Then
we're
you
not-
backed
we're
out
not-
and said, whoa, this
We're
is
not
a
dealing
weird
with each
crime.
other right now, so we can go back and rediscover this in a
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
session thing.
We'll rediscover this. What's important is that somebody who said they're Rosen is going to meet Ren. And about 30 minutes later, while you guys are still trying to find, it's like, you guys can't find a good crime place. 30 minutes later, Rosen shows up. And he looks uncharacteristic of Rosen. He looks calm, composed, maybe a little nervous.
Complete opposite of me, in which I am constantly antagonizing people and so confident in it, it literally boils off the air.
Yeah, and he'll look around precisely and smoothly until he sees you.
Yeah, with those arms in the air. Hey, over here.
He'll walk over and examine the table conspicuously and look around high, almost like a bird, the way he just kind of moves his head around, and says, yes, it's konbanwa is good evening, right? Or is that?
Yes, konbanwa.
Yeah, all right, I know first-year Japanese. Yes.
Hey, all I'm prepared to say is, "Ikadekimasu" when the food gets here.
Yeah. He'll sit down and say, I am much too, in very polite Japanese, I am much too nervous to eat. Anyway, I'm glad I could see you. That was amazing what you did at the expo. That must have been a throw, was 1 in a million.
Yes, it was rather exceptional, even for me. How did you find out? I guess it was on the news, wasn't it?
It's on the only you could have thrown it was all on the news, and only you could have it actually. Sorry, I have to flash back a little bit. It's well, I knew you were in the expo scene. Was it really you who threw that?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't actually have you on the news. That's amazing, he says. So this is the second time you've met Rosen, right?
Yeah.
I'd like you to make a roll of mind and observation. I'm not going to give you a D8 bonus because it's only the second time you've met him.
Would I have a D8 bonus from my ally who is there with me?
Hold on, I actually have presence, which I feel like this would be one of those things where if I had left a presence during the time he had met me, even if it was only once, it would have been so blatant. It seems
you don't know how many successes you need, though. How many successes I'm pulling off? I might be pulling off this disguise. So yeah, you might see something through it. Go ahead and roll mind observation, and yes, your ally will give you a D8 bonus because she also met him.
2 successes.
There's something really off about Rosen. With 2 successes, this guy is a dead ringer because he has the same physical build and physical appearance, but the way he talks, he lacks that presence. As Quote Man said, his voice is off. There's something wrong with him. Is he on meds or something? Maybe he's on drugs. Criminals often do drugs.
That was I was thinking too.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why you had to call me on my home. No. Oh wait, you can call me. Strike that. That's probably why you weren't able to call me. I haven't gotten my phone back.
Oh, wow. That is whatever the Japanese say a bummer is. Yeah. No, this place is too public for me to show that. But like, I don't actually have the thing I wanted to show you, but it's really, really cool. It's actually at Kurabara's place, but I also lost my phone in the scuffle, and I don't have Kurabara's address. Is there any chance you could call, maybe you or May could call him for us and we could go meet him?
I don't think we have his number. I mean...
Yeah, that's what May says. The best we could probably do is the social network. Why didn't you try contacting him directly?
Yeah, I think we'd probably have to log into the game, see if he's online. Figure that out.
Oh, man, and we're temporarily locked out of the game because we just played.
I would like to note, I was able, or at least tried to, send a text message to Theta's character's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. So May would have his number. May is going to make a polite excuse and says, "You'll have to excuse us. We have to take care of something," she says, and just kind of like taps the wheelchair and like making some weird, and I guess Rem will go, "Huh, what?" But of course Rosen, I say making finger quotes, will be too polite to say anything, and she's going to wheel you towards the bathroom, and she says, "Hey, there's something really weird about that guy. There's something really weird about Rosen. I mean, I've got Kurabara's number because he texted me, but does he seem off to you?"
What, you mean the way that he's saying everything the way a computer would?
Well, that's just silly, she says. I wouldn't say he's a computer. He's just strangely polite. Maybe he's on his medication or something. I don't know. I would say that
he's too polite. Kill him.
I would say that maybe he's on his medication, but his eyes didn't look dilated or any other signs to me, so I'm not sure what to make of it.
Yeah, you would know. Yeah, you would know what to look for.
Right.
Dude, is Theta's in character girlfriend?
Yeah,
just
this
like Deus Ex Machina, all this shit.
Well, and also she rolled a success too. So I mean, you got 2 successes. So she's going to ask Ren, "That's just really weird. What should we do?"
I mean, I really don't want to go anywhere with this guy. He is really weird, and I mean, you've seen him in the game too. He is just really weird.
Why don't we make an excuse that we're both not feeling very well and go home?
Yeah, what are you thinking? Maybe the ramen was undercooked?
It doesn't matter. She says, "It doesn't matter. You're in a wheelchair and I'm a woman, so if we both say we're not feeling very well, he'll have to believe us."
Well, I don't like that excuse. I guess it makes sense.
God.
Yeah, I know. So I apologize to everybody in the world, but it's like, between the two of us, we can just say, and also it's Japan. So if we say we're not feeling very well, would like to go, you have to accept that. It's only polite.
Yeah.
All right. So so she'll wheel you back, and even I know you're capable of wheeling yourself, but that's
literally my first thought was, it's the wheelchair. I can push myself, but at the same time, it's my girlfriend. I guess I just gotta let her do it.
Right. But yeah, so they'll come back and say, Rosen, we'd love to help you out, but I just looked and I don't have his number, and neither of us have his number, and I'm not feeling well, and Ren's not feeling well, and we should just go.
Best of luck to you.
And Rosen will stare at the two of you for an uncomfortably long and still time with a neutral expression on his face.
This guy's nothing like me.
I know, he's nothing like you.
The ramen stand.
He's a creepy sociopath. Wait, that's exactly like you.
Yeah, but no, he's a creepy introverted sociopath. That's nothing like him.
Stealing all the forks and spoons. Is the salt shaker still on the table? If it's there, he's not doing it right.
And then after that long pause, he'll suddenly snap back into animation. Like he'll, like he was just still, like we ran an animation budget, and he just pops and just says, "Hey, thanks for meeting with me anyway. I'm sure we can follow up on this later. Good to see you, man. Hope you two feel better soon." And he'll get up and show himself out.
Have a good night.
What do you do after that strange incident?
Well, I mean, we're gonna go home.
You successfully go home. May will say that was weird.
Yeah, I have this real feeling that we ought to make sure the doors are locked tonight.
Yeah,
tonight.
You'll do that.
Normally it's a nice neighborhood, so we don't have to.
There's Rosen staring in through the window.
I'm gonna flash back to Griffin and Rosen.
Oh, hey, look, it's me again.
So Kuwabara just kind of leaning back in a chair, sighing, going, "Alright, so this isn't the worst thing. If we just let this hot thing cool for a bit, we don't lose anything. The worst we could do is rush into this."
After a few hours of you guys just sitting around and watching bootleg animes and playing video games and stuff, eventually, Rosen, you'll get a pop-up. I guess it's from, Vegeta Fan 1998.
The best year to be a Vegeta fan.
Yeah, who says, we're setting up a server, we've got a dark server set up at this address, in the warehouse district. Where we're gonna be playing Destiny 5.
Wait a second.
Free alpha release or whatever.
Wait a second. Is this target advertising?
No, it's just some guy who said who popped. It's the only lead you get is that apparently some guys are going to have some sort of bootleg LAN party where they're going to play a leaked version of an American game, and it's going to be on but it will be on an Onion. Say all the buzzwords I know. The Onion virtual private network. It will be on the kind of secure server that you're looking for.
The funny thing is that the Onion servers have been completely taken over, so you can be tracked on those now.
Well, it's going to be on the kind of dark server that you guys are looking for. It's the only lead that you get after several hours.
Right. So
hey, it sounds like good cover.
To Griff. It's like, hey, you're pretty crime invested. Do you know anything about this crime location?
I mean, it's a warehouse. What do you want? And it's a bunch of nerds having a party. I mean, if there's any place less conspicuous to be, I don't know it.
So a little history here. The Kansai prefecture used to have a lot of industrial electronics, but there's a period of time known as the Lost Decade, the late 90s, early 2000s, when the bubble in the economy burst, and so a lot of these places were shut down. So there's quite a bit of abandoned factory spaces in the Kansai district. So that means they have buildings, factories with great wiring. So it's an excellent place to set up electronics because it can handle the power load.
Hey, Kuwabara.
Yeah?
It's been a whole day since Crimetime. Wait, how long has it been since the event?
It's been like 8 hours.
It's been a whole 8 hours since the last time Crimetime has happened. You want to go do some more Crimetime?
Hey, there's no cooldown on Crimetime.
Look, I'll admit, I don't have a date for tonight, so I may as well do something.
Okay, so
look, it was either buy the virtual reality rig or the sex doll. I made my choice and I stand by it.
Virtual girlfriends.
Do we have chill bits yet?
Look, I was gonna warm up the sex spot, but you're here and that's just kind of awkward. I mean,
just get a personal comm. That means
there we go.
The telephone companies in Japan.
The cyber.
Is that the tiny little robots and Chabbits?
Those are laptops. Personal comms are like the human size.
I think Chabbit's supposed to be a small one.
Yes. That's a different game, guys.
Okay, so I'm talking
All right,
to
Rosen.
Kumara.
Vital
I'm
Hearts
saying,
After
hey,
Dark.
do you want to go steal from some people who are stealing games?
Well, I mean, like, if you guys wanted to hook the thing up to like a dark internet, this is your only lead. It's either that or
Yeah. Kuwabar's response to that is, no, we're trying to be friendly and use them. We don't need to anger them too. Like, Crimetime's great and all, but you gotta chill with some people.
I assume if there is a track on this device,
Then
cops are
they'll
gonna
get
come in.
pinned for it, and they're a bunch of nerds, so it makes sense.
Okay. Let's see.
Look here, you're like a school kid, right? He just kind of looks you up and down. You got a backpack. Shove this into it, and he hands you the case.
Yep.
Okay.
It's reasonably large because even though it's a headset and a power pack and a connector, which are kind of small, the case, the aluminum case, and the padding is kind of large.
Now I know I have a laptop around here somewhere from someone. Let me see. Alright, this should be good enough to run whatever we need. Now I don't have to carry my whole bulky setup. Alright, I think we're good to go then.
All right, so you guys go. Are you going to take a cab or take the subway?
I'd say subway, I guess.
Actually, you can't take the subway. You'll have to take the bus because the industrial district is built on older islands that doesn't have tunnels. So you actually have to take the bus.
What about
All
the
right.
overhead? What about the overland train?
They stopped supporting the overland train because it's an abandoned industrial district.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we're basically gonna have to do a little walking.
Yeah, so you guys get on the bus, and the bus takes you most of the way there. Yeah, but eventually you'll have to do some walking. So I can't find my picture for this, but I want you to imagine that. First of all, we have a traveling montage where first you guys take the overhead train, then you get off that, you get on a bus, and the bus takes you past all the trees and more of the buildings, and then the bus stop drops you off, and you guys are gonna have to do a little bit of walking until you get to those creepy fences. Like long chain link fences, and this is a hillier region, so the roads here make weird snaking bends, and but you can see like those large concrete slabs of cheap buildings where they just poured them very quickly into big slab shapes. On the other side, there is a fence, and it's an electric fence. There's a camera on top of it, and there is a keypad. And the text message you guys got with the keypad gave you the code to get in is going to be 9444. So.
Oh, hey, easy.
Right. So, do you put on your crime masks or just walk up to the door?
We're invited.
I guess I have to use my prototype crime mask.
All right.
Kuwabar's invited. He's not doing anything. He's just going up to the keypad.
Yep. You punch in 9444, the red light blinks green, and there's a buzzing noise as the door unlocks. And then, there'll be a chugging noise as this motor springs into life, and it slowly pulls the driving gate away from you and fits and jerks with a hideous grinding noise.
They could have at least put 10 more horsepower in that thing, get it open in less than a minute.
There are no lights on, so you guys have to pull out your flashlights.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a drive. I want you to imagine a creepy abandoned factory. There's the road. It's asphalt with markings on it, but of course grass is poking up underneath it. You're not sure what kind of factory this used to be. You can hear the hum of electricity, but none of the crime lights or anything are on. So it's all kind of dark and spooky. We play some moody music with like little tip tap drums and long sound effects.
Well, there is supposed to be a party going on. Do I hear any sort of music or activity or people?
I'd like you to make a roll of will and observation. Will because it's spooky, and observation because it's your ability to see stuff.
Let's see. Anything I can add to this? Streetwise probably does not apply in that danger sense,
ahead.
maybe.
Just you.
Go ahead and roll your streetwise and your danger sense separately. That's a nice part about the Cardinal system is we can keep the dice separate.
Danger, what's that?
Okay, with one success, you can see that there are lights on. The factory building is over there, and you can see lights on inside it, just barely. But of course, with also a D12 and Streetwise, it's like, if a bunch of guys wanted to murder us, beat us up, and take all our stuff, this is totally Murder Central.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, everything about this just, it's like, it could be legit, but, it could be both. It could be legit and they're going to rob us.
I mean, worst case scenario, we started from nothing, we go back to nothing. Well, we lost the headset.
No, that's kind of mid-case scenario. Best case scenario, everything turns out fine. Worst case scenario, we're dead.
Now, are either of you armed in any way? Do you have, knives or canes or anything?
I probably, have a switchblade in my pocket that I can't really use because I'm a nerd who doesn't fight.
Right, but are switchblades legal in Japan?
No. I don't know. I know there's a trope of Yakuza with switchblades.
Okay, yeah. I'll go ahead and assume because you're streetwise, you have a switchblade, even though it's not legal.
I
totally
didn't know. I don't understand the rules of what the real world equipment you have is and how you obtain it.
Well, it's
buy at right now, I guess.
Usually, you buy it with money, and if you have streetwise, you can buy black market stuff. So you instead of going through all the big economics, you can just like guns are going to be right out because you guys would have to make rolls for that, and that would set off alarms. But things like knives, I can understand.
I was gonna say, can I have a collapsible baton so I can slam somebody in the fucking thigh and drop them to the floor?
Yes, you could have that because that is a Japanese thing. So yeah, you could have a collapsible baton. Oh yeah, someone's looking it up. Yeah, any fixed knife of but I'm more concerned about concealable knives, Ren. Because I know in the U.S. there are certain laws about it.
Well, I mean that's what's listed for their laws.
Well, so one of you has a switchblade, and the other one about collapsible baton. And once again, I'm going to be a generous GM. You guys were going to a sketchy place where people already told you they're committing crimes. It would not surprise me that you would bring some personal defense.
Oh yeah, shady part of town. Message from person we've never met before.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you slowly walk across the parking lot. There's the sounds of crickets and other insects. The door to the factory floor is slightly ajar. You can peer inside. I think Kurabara's first. And you can see that it's a large factory floor where apparently this place shut down in a big hurry because there's stacks and stacks of 1990s television sets, 4:3 aspect ratio tube TVs.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Covered in dust.
Oh man, nostalgia.
There are tables with electronic parts, but in the behind the rack of that, and there's also workbenches that are just piled with stuff. You'd have to get closer. And in the center of the room are some folding tables been put up, and there are 8 computers here with proper 16:9, flat screens. And there's 5 figures, all of them wearing augmented reality gear, so they've got the helmets on. And they're all staring into their glasses, even though they're sitting facing the computer monitors. The only thing lighting them up is the vague, soft white light of those screens.
Hey, they weren't shitting us. Good.
Wait a second. How many bags of Cheetos and Mountain Dew are around here?
None.
It's a trap! Oh shit, that actually might be a trap.
Yeah.
So they're all just super engaged with their headsets.
I need Rosen to make a roll.
Oh, God. Am I literally calling this?
Of speed and deceit.
Oh God. Oh shit! You got one of my expert skills.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically it seems just like America. You need a concealed carry permit.
Yep, I thought so. Well,
those
awesome.
are 3
Well, I'm a
successes.
criminal.
Depends on where it depends on where you are, because in Ohio is a big issue.
In Japan, I'm saying.
In Japan, you need a CCW, so it would be a misdemeanor if you guys get caught.
3 successes, but the highest is 5.
Right. 3 successes. So instead of shouting, "It's a trap," you can politely pat Kurabara on the shoulder and say, they kind of make the notion of, we should get out of here.
Alright, I'm gonna trust my crime friend.
Yeah. So do you guys just turn around and leave?
Well, I don't know if they've even seen us yet, so yeah, like...
Yeah, we've barely even opened the door to look in.
Yeah, you barely open the door, you both look in, and, Rosen sees, because you guys had some successes earlier, so look around and go, this looks a little too convenient. Like, this looks too posed. There's no junk food, there's no, these guys aren't, like, talking smack. They're all quiet and serious. This looks too suspicious. We should go. And so you guys just kind of just turn around, do a 180?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan here.
Okay. So you guys do a turnaround and 180. The gate has reclosed by this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you walk up to the gate. There's a keypad on this side. You punch in 9444, and it makes a buzzing noise and does not turn green.
Okay, so we're going to need to cut the power as fast as possible. Now,
behind you, about 20 or 30 paces away, that door that you left open, that door that you left open, it was only open a crack when you guys just turned around and left. That door opens, and some of the people that were in that room are coming out.
Hey, let's see.
Shit, hide.
Best defense
Dark.
Could be throwing them directly into the electrified fence.
It's not an electrified fence, guys. It's just a fence with an electric motor that opens it.
Wait, so can we just climb the fence?
Sure, it'll just be a roll of body and athletics. You get extra D12 if you have climbing. And be careful, there is razor wire at the top.
Okay, so that's no go. Then we do need to.
Well, they're still a fair distance away, and it is dark.
It is dark.
We could just turn off our flashlights and try to hide.
Oh shit! Yeah, why don't we just?
The stealthy crew.
Ooh, wait a second. Evasion. Yeah, let's just.
If you try to hide, there'll be a roll of speed and evasion. You get extra D12 if you have the gift of stealth.
I don't have that yet.
All right.
So that wowould be 2d6 plus 2d8.
Yeah, I think you guys are good criminals.
Let's see.
To me,
Streetwise probably doesn't
one
apply.
Success. Yay.
All right.
And so I'll just roll.
0 successes.
Hey,
right.
I don't have anything written down for evasion. Stealth sounds really good,
right? You can take as a favorite use stealth, which would not be dodging bullets. All right. So you both have one.
I'll take a favorite use of that too. And
all right. Reroll a D8. Your favorite use of evasion is, of course, stealth. Which, once again, no big surprise. So reroll that D8.
Yeah, 2 success.
All right, so you have 2 success and you have 1 success. All right, so, Crowbar, you run and hide behind a dumpster, and Rosen, you run, do a vault, and, vault over a low ledge and roll underneath something else, and you hide like a ninja. So you're harder to spot. Okay, so, with 1 success, Crowbar, you'll just cover up and hide. With 2 successes, Rosen, you'll actually get a hiding spot and you can actually spy on who's coming out. And you will see that two of them have come out. They didn't take off their virtual reality helmets or their virtual reality goggles. They're still wearing them. And they walk out. They walk out kind of stiffly, and they walk out to the door, and they stop, and they just kind of like do this weird kind of looking around motion that reminds you of a bird, because they'll snap their head like 30 degrees, and then look up 30 degrees, and then look down 30 degrees, in these short, rapid motions as they stop and look around. They also stand back to back while they do it. Then both of them stop and they start to trot off in the direction where Kurabara is hiding.
Crap. If only I had loaded my bag with legal explosives.
Yeah, Rosen, what are you going to do about this? Meanwhile, Kurabara is still hiding.
If only there was a rock you could throw in this abandoned area.
There is so much garbage around here.
Let's see.
Is there an empty Rockstar can you can throw? Anything?
Empty Rockstar can.
I'm trying to think what the actual best thing is to do, because breaking stealth does mean I have to re-stealth. But getting
again, Rockstar classic.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to distract them? Distracting them would be if you want to throw something to distract them, it's going to be 2 skills: athletics, which is your ability to throw stuff, and deceit, which is your.
Kuwabara doesn't see this coming because of how he's hiding, though.
So that would be a straight 2d8, which isn't.
Oh,
terrible.
and I'd also let you throw in your speed with this. So speed, athletics, and.
So 2d8 and a d6. That's a decent chance to throw a bottle away.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you will find you'll find a sake bottle here. Apparently, people come here to hang out.
That's 2 successes.
To
distract them away from.
All right. So. Yeah, you'll throw a bottle, it'll break and fall into a plastic trash can. It makes a really loud noise. Kurobara, you'll hear this, and yeah, the two figures will like stop, and one of them goes back to the gate, and the other one wanders off towards the trash can distraction. So there's only one of them standing near the gate.